Так.
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
You're perfectly right, my child. This passage must have been cleared by the expedition. We should follow it.
Помочь.
Тем более, тут 45 раз на 100 километров будет стрелять, они 260 приехали, идут 40 дней.
Вот такой кусочек сыра, сейчас все
Блин, я выехал в такси. Может, нет. Ехали, да? Сколько там появилось?
suggested by the tablet.
Hey, what's happening here?
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to...
How did you manage to find her?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying
He
him?
must be dead, like our other companions. This is yet more proof that you are not fit.
Maybe you should calm down.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. Our people are disappearing, and all...
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably we have made incredible discoveries, and we could find...
You are beyond redemption.
Здесь не должен
If you
стоять.
want to talk to me, Your Excellency,
А что там
it will
должно
have to be
стоять?
without...
Your Excellency, I heard ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else,
What would you like to...
Кразу ты предмаш.
for what reason were
The
you...
expedition itself, I'm afraid. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we...
Were they also written by...
Without a doubt, the handwriting is the same. But what really angers Virgil is that our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. He now persists in saying that these tablets...
Brother Fidelis told...
Yes, that's why 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not... I must admit that I made a mistake. I should have prepared this...
And no one has
I wanted us to search for them, but some, along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing...
And by someone, I suppose...
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information.
Of course, that's understandable. You...
Brother Virgil,
What do you want?
can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman, the discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but she organized this expedition in a hurry, without... And now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings...
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, but their content is so absurd. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know
They
anything?
did not go missing. They were killed. And let's not forget the sun can feel their presence roaming around the camp.
That's strange. There aren't many...
There aren't any.
Самые терпеливые.
There are a few hermits, but and they have better things to do than roam around.
We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing...
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this
I
island.
see.
So we can die as well.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And even if you think they are dead,
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I would not get my hopes up. To get there,
Да-да, в любом случае не ездим на чем. Как вы едете вы? Да. О, что, ставьте ямку сразу ставить.
this man's skull is sunken. But he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have
Залили
fallen?
8 литров
That is
крови.
unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that, in my opinion, he was struck from behind. With a mace, most likely.
Кому пизди, блядь. Смотри, первый раз 80, второй раз 80, это 160. Плюс десятка, это уже будет 170, да?
С него надо снять, блядь.
Пиздец, блядь.
С него жесть, как надо это снять.
У нас с тобой это было тоже второй. Бак запаяли. Надо было сделать
Ага, жаль. Галактически жаль, нахуй.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Там где комната, и такой дальний дело все снимался, и там пошел опять. И там мы просто себе. Я захожу, она такая ходит там спокойно. Я кто-то в окно себе бегает. Я думала, ага.
These fang marks are impressive.
Нету
The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Lowolo. But what was he doing alone so far from camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only their Anags are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all costs. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Мгм.
Brother Virgil,
Your Excellency!
indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are
The
not...
savages. Their
Посмотрели?
thirst for blood is...
Watch your tongue, priest. Only the Renaigze.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this
Fine. You unmasked. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that but even then, foolish Eugenia, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer?
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to
Come now. What would you do? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing. But since you want to avoid using my colleagues and I know how to sort through these decisions.
This Renaigze tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died.
It is undeniable that these discoveries, but he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this, be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge.
Мгм.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned.
А,
Seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigze are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find
жаль,
his
что
brother
того чего
and ask for an
не
explanation.
увидел нигде.
Brother Virgil, I regret to say
I
I must...
Who else?
Someone...
Fine. The Ordo to ensure. Can you imagine? Without
I
Come now. You cannot. Since you...
This the priest.
It is but he has be careful.
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. The research will continue, and the decision to
I see. My colleagues and I...
Alas,
How horrible.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these.
What?
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, if you want him to face judgment, you will have to report...
You are right. As soon once more, your help has... Alas. We will have to go back to Eden as well.
Were you hoping to discover...
Of course. The last tablets speak of a journey north, but even if Virgil is no longer a threat,
We could go there...
that would be more... I think I know... Perhaps...
Don't worry.
Блять, я опять круг, что ли, такое целый делать? Охуеть. А. Надеюсь, здесь ничего точно нету из его останков. Сука.
I've never been that far into this one, but if I was to live here, I would look for a drier place.
Мудро, мудро. Опять какой-то ебаный кокон стоит.
Царит доказывает, да? Царит.
A cavern. Hermits often choose places like this when they want to live away from the world.
Protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
These murals are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Mil Frictimen. Looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here, in this cavern where our founder lived.
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duis dad, enon mil frictimen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people. Enon mil frictimen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Mil Frictimen. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered. Saint Matthias, the founder of Ptolemy, finished his life worshipping the islanders' god. This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the natives.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Ptolemy.
I understand you must be concerned. Great revelations are often followed by a trail of blood. But if what we found was revealed, my people could live in peace with the priests at last.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Интуиция, бро. Но это плохо, что они навязывают качаться, чтобы через 1000 часов залезть сюда. Мартышка. рыбная мартышка.
Поезд куда-то. Эти. С этого переписала и вот перешел. Я не знаю, песню там был.
So,
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
and have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other, he prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet. I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, but since you refuse to comply with our order...
Death to the heretic!
May the enlightened protest be on this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Нихуя. Помощный. Пиздец, какой мощный.
So,
We discovered...
and
There were all... He was... That is...
look,
And you... I see...
It seemed... we... but...
Death!
May the enlightened protest be in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Блять, вот эти самонавидящиеся, блять, тоже нахуй.
то, что я думала. Выведение мышей, слушай, как это. Кстати, да? Эй, выведение мышей, какие мыши?
Смотри, какие бабники, блядь.
My own the fact that the Inquisition is after.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus, and we will have to take care of Bishop Domitius.
You are right. All this proves there is a risk.
And if you will allow me...
Your help will... In any case, we must... I will study the tablets, and I will meet you at the palace...
Understood. See...
Короче, про это. Вот что. Это.
Это кто курил? Что посылает, как видите?
Жопка рыжая, да?
Ловко говорите, кстати. День не все безопасное бывает. Престарелый явно. Да?
Ah, Your Excellence, Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of...
These relics shed a new light. It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, merging the cult of the enlightened and
These discoveries, if they can be verified, but they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our... We must first verify their... Could what you have witnessed...
We discovered ancient... They represent Saint Matthias without... In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, I understand how shocking these discoveries are. But there...
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaig. These guardians usually protect sacred places and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time. The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There is no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
It seems that you only see the negative aspects of this discovery, but the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them. Something no other nation has managed to achieve before.
It is a good argument, Your Excellency. I hadn't thought about that.
Your Eminence, all of this is grotesque and dangerous. The congregation is clearly trying to ridicule us. Even if these frescoes are real and old, who's to say they represent reality? This is surely the naive vision that the islanders had of our founder, nothing more. Our duty is to bury all this in order to preserve our nation from the heretical beliefs of the savages.
And you have already tried to do that. Brother Virgil, who worked for you, did not hesitate to attack us, and kill several of his colleagues for this purpose.
That's right. And he even tried to blame me to stop me from leading the expedition.
What kind of manipulations and extremes are you willing to go to hide the truth?
Brother Virgil was indeed a member of the Order, but he had obviously descended into madness. This is exactly the kind of effect that such revelations can have, and of which we must be wary.
That's enough, Domitius. An investigation will be launched, and if you were aware of these sabotages, you will answer for it.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Matthias shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political. Yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to think about. Thank you.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
I understand your doubts about the future that will inevitably be caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Teleme today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Matthias.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your Excellency, I thank you for the help you have given us. Your sincere insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency. Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
Наверное, его мало возможностей.
Так и ни хрена.
Видишь меня, когда я перестал?
Когда это мы делаем?
Это фильм «Одинокая». Вот так вот.
Ищу долго ответ на этот квест. На, искать там. Же где и нашли, блять. Севернее от выхода.
Вот.
Нет.
Нет, появилась. Вот, нет.
Сникерс.
Переносим. Вот.
Что, побольше?
Высокое дерево, да? Я, блядь, высоко мениться тоже. Правее нахуй.
Правда перемотать?
Где-то здесь, походу. У меня просто по дефолту вот этот север-юг, запад-восток, хули. Угу. Запад здесь, нахуй. Это так грубо говоря, блять. Твою мать. Вот оно и есть. Люблю словесные текстовые подсказки. Это гейм. Красавчики.
The valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
Даже видно, через что надо идти. Через куда. Через чё. Бля. Ужасная фигня.
the enlightened protect me in this battle. Our enemies.
Отвлекся немного.
Protect me in this battle.
Сначала терраса, потом
Да.
Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
This is a rather conspicuous place to set up camp.
Ну уж очень.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents and the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes. It is the art of
Не
the
слышал, что он прилетел, да? Это пригодится.
was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite. This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the Lost Expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover.
Невыносимый кошак это, мам.
Валина попала. Вот это не получилось.
A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. A corpse. From the... This is... It was only...
From...
Also... Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
The view over the valley is magnificent and makes it difficult for an enemy to approach without being seen.
It is a journal, I believe. We must...
This is...
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
New prey, no doubt. Let's get closer.
Primenyaite!
We won't let...
Wait! They are not warriors, but they... If you help us bring...
He speaks truly. Look, one of them is already eager.
All we wanted was for them to tell us.
What good is this if we must stay away from the main entrance? Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there.
There must be a key somewhere to open.
I am Siora, daughter of Vladimir, from the people that
I've never taken anyone.
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here.
Behold the charity of the enlightened.
This is a rather odd group. I am It is rather... I should imagine you...
Have you made progress? What has happened?
We
saw the...
I had most one of them.
Could you...
Certain, and I fully...
Смотрите, какой телепорт будет. Опа.
Он уже поменялся.
This is where the...
Yes, I have spied. They are being...
Нет, все так говорят. Никто не доживает до этого.
I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Вот это интересно тоже. Угу, вот оно что, да? Понятно, из чего оно. Ага, кто-то хотел поспать, да?
Сначала все. Просто классно. А потом, блядь, начинается, блядь, какие-то тараканы разговаривать.
Karanz, do you?
Когда деньги...
Раз.
Нет. Когда что сделали нормально, да, блядь? Надо шли с собой, блядь. Или как блядь. Пришли, бывает ровненько. Да че здесь никого нету, че вы там, блядь? Ну как не ждали, там готовка были. Парнички нормально.
Да никого я не потеряю, мать твою. Воу.
следующем. Том, что здесь это.
Сука.
Здесь просто в башку не попали, да?
Нечаянно затриггерил.
Ну, что-то электродвигатель не летит. Здорово. Ну, что не летит, это такое.
Будет удобно.
Ну, побрякова. Или не лечить, не ликвидировано. Если так вот условно. Не вписано, что ли, не так.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, Honor Manawi, let's try to avoid a fight.
Так на 911 звонила.